Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel, From Two Brown Girls. I'm Isolita.
And I'm Brittany Darius.
And today's topic is surrounded around relationships and timing. So this topic kind of stemmed from the movie Nappily Ever After. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. But Sanaa Lathan's character was expecting a ring for her birthday, and her boyfriend gave her a puppy. So, kind of a big surprise to her and everyone around her too, because she almost made it seem like
it's
definitely happening.
Yeah.
But do you think that there is a specific or set time that you either have in your mind or that like people should abide by?
I don't think so, because I feel like there are some people who have been like in relationships, got engaged really quickly, and they're still together. It's worked out. There's some people who dated for years and then got engaged and it worked out. And then you have an inverse where those situations didn't. So I don't think it's time, a certain time, like if we've been together for 2 years, 4 years, definitely need a ring. I don't think it's that.
Right.
But I do understand why women, especially like in the movie, Violet was turning 30 or 31, but she was in her 30s at the point. I can understand why you would have those type of thoughts and timelines, because
we just think like our biological clock, and I mean obviously science has gotten a lot better, but still
not that better unless you got the coin.
Cha-ching.
So
and then having to go through like something like an IVF, and that costs so much money. It's a very strenuous process on like a woman's body, strenuous on a marriage, like all of that. So I think
more importantly, your financials, like if
your pockets,
you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Right.
So yeah.
So I think that like I don't think there has to be a set time or a set like we have to date for X amount of years, but I think it's obviously understanding with you and your partner, these are the expectations, or like this is kind of where I see us going in the future, and however long it takes us to get there, okay.
Yeah.
But let's be realistic here. We don't need to wait for like 20 years for you to get it together.
No.
Who's waiting?
But unless you both have made a decision that you're not doing that.
Right.
And that's fine. I think it's all about a conversation.
It is. It's about communication, making sure you're on the same page.
Yeah. And that to me is the biggest thing. Like for her to assume that she was getting a ring for whatever reason, and then when they had that conversation, hate to do like a spoiler alert, his perspective was like, I don't even truly know you. You spent so much time being perfect that I don't even know who you truly are. So like to me, instead of putting time and value and energy on seeing if he got you a ring, you probably should have been putting that same amount of energy into building that relationship. Like just because you guys were able to like cohabitate or get along for 2 years or whatever, you got to make sure that connection is there. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And if you can't connect with that person, and why would you even want a ring?
Right. And the fact that that was exactly what I was going to say. The fact that he thought she was perfect and too perfect for him to that extent, like you also want to make sure you're like yourself around that person.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see me with my face mask, you're gonna see me with my bonnet on, you're gonna see the real raw uncut, because like you don't want this person to believe like you're a facade. Like she literally got up at 4 o'clock in the morning to fix and primp herself, to get back in the bed, to act like she was asleep, to wake up. I'm not doing that.
Like, and I've seen that on A Different World where Whitney did that. I've seen that on Girlfriends. I'm like, I am literally not doing it, and I don't think it's realistic, and I don't think it's healthy behavior, because that man at some point knew that there's no way you woke up and your breath smelled like toothpaste. No, like it's humanly impossible. So you're lying to yourself, and he's lying to you by having you think that he knew you didn't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get your life together.
Very true.
That's just unrealistic.
And I think that you have to kind of like have that also, like, I don't know if it's like a realistic conversation, but I think you don't have to, no one expects you to be perfect, and if they do, they need to like look in the mirror at themselves. But you have to be able to not only take that time and energy to put into the relationship and what you guys want, and like having those conversations and healthy dialogue, but also put that energy into yourself of like, okay, this is the type of person I want to be, this is how I want to flourish, and I know I'm not perfect, but it's okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on me.
He's not done with me yet. It's okay.
I'm still a work in progress. And so I think people just have to have that honest conversation with themselves first, and then their spouses. Because to think that you're going to have, like, after 2 years, we need to be engaged, and that's just unrealistic. And more than likely, the outcome that you're expecting won't happen because you put such harsh limitations on it. I'm also, like, a fly by, like, the seat of my chair type of person. I'm not ever going to put any expectations on things. I wake up, I do what needs to be done, like in life in general. Like I'm very like casual when it comes to certain things, and I can never imagine me saying, hey, it's been 2 years,
About that time.
What's up? Because either like you already know like if I'm the person you want to be with, and vice versa, and I don't need to put that type of stipulation on you, because it's just not healthy. And then if you were to propose within the time frame, it's not because you wanted to, it's because I forced you to, and that's not healthy either.
I don't think ultimatums work out too well because no one wants to be told what to do. They kind of want to be able to, like you said, fly by the seat of the pants and do things when they're ready. I just think it's healthy to have that conversation to like, you also don't want to like lead a person on. In both, like if they had that conversation via the movie, if they had that conversation and he was like, yeah, you know, I mean, eventually I'd love to get to know you more, maybe a couple more years. But if he never had any intentions on marrying her, it's not saying she then had a choice to say, okay, let's get to know each other. And he had the same choice as well.
But the fact that you have to say that after 2 years, let me get to know you after 2 years.
Yeah, that's a little
That
weird.
is an issue, a big issue.
Weird.
I 100% agree with you. Set expectations. Like right now, I am very, very, very close to 30. And say that the relationship I'm in right now doesn't work out or whatever the case may be. I'm not putting that energy out there. But like I will be very clear about what I'm expecting. Like I am not expecting to be your fun girl. I'm not expecting to be your little friend you call in the middle of the night. I'm not expecting that. I do think you need to have some sort of level of expectations. I do want a child. I'm not going to say children because I think I'm one and done. But I need to make sure whoever I'm dating, entertaining, you have that same type of agreement.
Yeah.
But as far as ultimatums, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, if we're not engaged by the end of the year, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I don't think that's realistic.
No.
But I do know, like, in some instances, like, people do give ultimatums, and I don't know if they just need the extra nudge, and maybe that's something they know about their partner. So, maybe.
But I'm not going to nudge you. It's not my job to nudge you for a life-changing decision. Like, at that point, you should have vetted that out with yourself, with your pastor, with your mama, with your friends. You need to have that conversation with the people and not include me. Because what'll happen is later on you'll resent that. You'll resent that nudge. You will say, I would have never married you if you didn't X.
Right.
And that's never gonna, like, I never feel like that's a good situation to be in.
Right.
Because that will get thrown in your face, whether voluntarily or involuntarily in a heated moment. So for me, I'm just never gonna be like, oh, it's December.
Time.
Yeah, what's going on? Do you think that there are certain situations where it works out differently based on gender, race?
I do.
Status, like rich, poor.
My girlfriend and I had a conversation about white women seeming like they set their standards of, I don't know, it just seems like a lot of my friends, they get married like real quick, and it's like, that's great. And you've been with this guy for maybe 2 years, and maybe like it's been great, and maybe like their relationship, and I don't know, I'm not there. But it seems, and I've asked the guy like their opinion on this, and they're like, well, like they don't play around, like they set their standards. They say, look, if you're not giving me a ring in 2 years, like then there's no point in us having this conversation.
Just so crazy.
It is, because as a black woman, I feel like if I were to say that, it's like you're being too forward. You're giving an ultimatum. You're like
too aggressive,
too aggressive,
too direct.
Right.
All the feedback
and it's
I
just
get
like
every year in annual review work.
But it's just like, but you're just stating what you want. Is that wrong for you to have your thoughts and your opinions and for you to state what you want?
I'm not gonna say it's not okay to do that. I do not agree with the time frame. To me, that is shutting the door that you don't even know what God has put out there for you. And for me to come into a new situation, I don't know you from Adam, we're just getting to know each other, and I say, all right, hey guy, you're really nice, but if you don't want to be married in 2 years and have kids by 3, this isn't gonna work. you have no idea why this person was in your life. This person, God may have said, you date him for a year, he may be the one. I'll reveal that to you within a year. You'll get engaged within a year.
Or he could be the one that's the stepping stone to the major prize. You never know.
Exactly. So I will make it very clear, especially, at our age, hey, I'm looking to have children. I do want to be married. I have goals. Like, yeah, I bought this townhome, but this ain't my forever house. I do want to elevate my life, and I will have that conversation. But I'm not going to be like, I need this to happen before I'm 30.
Yeah. No. I think that I think you have to set some sort of clear expectation, and you have to be real. Like, what do you want?
Yes. What are deal breakers for you?
And then at that point, you can have that conversation with the person. It's not to say hey, because goals change, aspirations change, timing change, life happens.
Yes.
So I think it's to say hey, in the future, I'd like X, Y, and Z.
This is what I see my life.
Right. I'd like for us to build toward this. If you're saying things like that and providing those affirmations of things you want in the future, if that person isn't for you, or that person isn't supposed to be in that bubble with you, they're going to go ahead and X themselves out automatically.
You don't even have to make any type of timing recommendations or suggestions.
Yep.
It'll naturally
happen.
Yeah, it'll just present itself the way God intended. And I'm just a strong believer of my steps have been ordered, and I don't even need to put that stress on me. I already know. So I'm not gonna go into any situation like, well,
it's been 2 years and 3 days.
It's been real. I'll holler at you later. I'm not ever that person. So if you guys couldn't tell from this particular video, we do not agree with the timing of relationships, saying it's been X amount of time, we need to be engaged, but we do agree that you should have some sort of expectations.
Yeah, and talk about that with your partner and have those conversations, and work toward it. Nobody is perfect, so your goals and aspirations have to kind of align as well.
Yeah.
So and you're gonna feed off of each other. I know I do. You push me, I push you. We'll make it. So
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So all in all, live life. Let things flow naturally. Cheers to that. And stop pressuring people. Just live, enjoy, date, relax. Things will happen. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
Yes.
So you know what we're gonna say at this time of the video.
You already know.
Yep.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend.
Most importantly. So if there's any other topic you guys want us to talk about, please let us know. We always look forward to suggestions. But I think that's all we have for you guys.
Yeah. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.